everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's look is the makeup I'm wearing right here. It is my idea of a cranberry smoky eye for fall. I think it works really well transitioning from fall to the holidays. This is the look I was wearing in my fall favorites tag. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching.
The first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyelids using MAC Painterly Paint Pot. This helps to create a nice base for the shadows as well as helping the shadows last. Then I am taking Peach Smoothie eyeshadow from Makeupgeek and applying that to my crease using a fluffy shadow brush from inner corner to outer corner in windshield wiper motions. This helps to lay a canvas for the other shadows, and you can be as sloppy as you want in this step. The next shade I'm using is Bitten from Makeupgeek, and this is the perfect cranberry shade for this shadow look that we're doing. Using a denser brush like the MAC 217, I'm going to take that into the crease slightly below Peach Smoothie, and again from inner corner to outer corner, just really working that into the crease. The next shadow is the Kat Von D Crushed Metal Eyeshadow in the shade Raw Power. This is a deeper version of Bitten that we used from Makeupgeek. And using the same technique and brush, I'm just blending that into the crease for some added depth. To help blend everything out, I'm taking that original blending brush I used for Peach Smoothie and with no additional product, just really blending out all of the edges. The final shade I'm using is Deep Brown from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this step can be skipped. I just prefer the depth this color brings for a smoky effect. On a Makeupgeek crease brush, I am just applying this to the crease below the other shadows, making sure not to take it too far up. Next, I am taking Too Faced Glitter Shadow Insurance Primer and the Chanel Longwear Luminous Eyeshadow in the shade New Moon. I'm applying the Shadow Insurance to the lid one eye at a time, followed by the Chanel eyeshadow. I found it applied easier using my finger. Now I'm taking that Anastasia eyeshadow on that same crease brush, and I'm just applying that above the glitter to help blend all of it out. That way we can clean up any of the edges of glitter that may have come up into the crease. Here I am taking a wet wipe and I'm just taking the edge and I am wiping upwards to create a line in order for me to achieve that really sharp point for my eyeliner. This is just a great tip. Instead of using tape, this just really helps give that nice clean edge effect. And it's a great guide for your liner. Now I am taking my NYC liquid liner and I am just going to apply that to the line that I created using my makeup wipe. I'm just going to start from the corner of my eye and work upwards to the edge of the line, and then I'm going to take it from the very top point and just bring that down over to the center of my lid, let it dry for a second, and then start creating that line into my inner corner and filling in the actual liner. If you guys would like a more detailed liner video, I would be more than happy to do that for you guys. After I've applied the liner to both eyes, I'm taking my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara and just applying one coat to my lashes to help prep for my false lashes. The lashes I'm using are these Socialized lashes in the style Minx 2.0, and I am just taking them on my tweezers after applying my House of Lash eye glue in the shade Black, and I am just working that from outer corner to inner corner. Again, if you guys would like a more detailed video on how I apply my false lashes, please just leave it in the comments down below. Next, I will be using the Kiehls Ultra Moisturizing Lotion to prime my face. This has glycerin in it, so it's really going to help the makeup adhere to your face. For foundation, I will be using the Ultra HD foundation from Makeup Forever, and I am in the shade 128, and it is darker than my face, but I do spray tan so it matches my neck. After I've applied the foundation to my face, I am just spraying my brush with MAC Fix Plus, and then I'm just really working that into the skin. This foundation is super duper thick, so this Fix Plus helps to kind of work it into the skin a little bit easier. I found that it just makes a really big difference when I use this. After I've blended the foundation into my face, I'm going to move on to concealer, and I am taking the Sephora gel concealer in the shade Custard, and I am just working that down the side of my nose, under my eye in a triangle. I'm going to do that on both sides. I'm also going to put it on the top of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and underneath my nose, and this just really helps conceal any of the dark circles, and it also helps evenly distribute the highlight around my face. After that, I'm taking my dampened beauty sponge, and this is the Real Technique sponge, and I am just really blending that into the skin. This is the best tool to help blend in your concealer that I've ever used. I highly, highly recommend it. After I've blended that in, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and my beauty sponge, and I'm just going to apply that underneath my eye, and I'm actually going to bake it to help with the creasing that may occur, and whatever is left over, I just take that on my T-zone. And the next thing I'm doing is taking that same beauty sponge and my Studio Fix powder from MAC in the shade NC30, and I am just applying that to my cheeks and my forehead to help lay a nice canvas for my contour. And I've really been liking using my beauty sponge lately to apply. Moving on to the brows, I will be taking my Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil in the shade medium brown, and I'm just going to fill in my brows. I will be doing a more detailed brow routine video if that's something you guys would want to see, so I'm going to flip through this rather quickly because it would take forever to put this on camera. Next, I will be taking my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, and I'm taking the two lighter shades on the contour section on my Morphe brush, and I am just going to take that on the hollows of my cheek on up to my temple on my natural cheekbone, and I'm also going to be applying this on the forehead to create a subtle contour on my face. After I've done that, I'm going to take the Laura Mercier setting powder we use for underneath our eyes and that same beauty sponge, and I'm actually going to carve out a line underneath my contour. This just really helps the contour from moving, and it also helps if you make any mistakes when you're putting your contour on. This just really makes a huge difference. For blush, I will be using the Urban Decay Afterglow blush in the shade Rapture, and I'm taking that on my MAC 129 brush and applying that to the apples of my cheeks on at my cheekbone. This was the blush that I favorited in my fall favorites. Next, I will be using the Makeupgeek shadow in the shade Cinderella for a face highlight, and I'm just applying that to the tops of my cheekbone and the center and the bridge of my nose. I will also take that same shadow and apply it to the underneath my brow bone and also in the corner of my eye. Moving on to my inner rim liner. This is the Tarte liner, and I cannot tell you the name, but I will link it down below. This is a gorgeous inner rim highlighter for anybody who has lighter colored eyes. Taking that same dark brown shadow from Anastasia, I'm just going to apply that right to my lash line, and this just helps to set what we put in our waterline, and it also helps to create a nice smoky base. The next shadow that I'm using is the Kat Von D Crushed Metal shadow that we used on our upper lid, and I am just really smoking that out underneath. And I believe this is a Morphe brush. I will be posting all of the Morphe and MAC brushes that I have used in the description bar down below, so you guys know where to find them. Moving on to the lashes, I will be using my Telescopic from L'Oreal, and I'm just going to coat the bottom lashes. This just really helps to open the eye up. After I've done that, I'm going to just blend out that line that we created with our Beauty Blender. And then I'm going to be moving on to lips, and I'm using the MAC lip liner in Strip Down and my fall favorites lipstick, the Lolita from Kat Von D. This is the liquid lipstick, and I am just applying that like normal with my lip liner first and filling it in with the liquid lipstick. You guys know what to do. So once I've done that, that will be the completed look, and thank you so much for watching.
Alright, this is the completed look. I really love the way that it turned out. If you guys liked it, then give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below if there's something you guys want to see me do next. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks.